In the last couple episodes, we talked about the story of Jesus and baptism. And this episode, we want to talk about the story of Jesus and the table. The table is a central theme in the ministry of Jesus. In fact, some suggest that in the Gospel of Luke, 1/5 of all of Jesus' interactions with people are at the table. That most of his teaching is done at the table. That the table is where you find Jesus at controversy. He's eating with the Pharisees, and the Pharisees are struggling with understanding who Jesus is, and in fact, a little hostile to Jesus. We find Jesus at the table of sinners and tax collectors, and welcoming Jesus in those contexts. And yet a controversial context because others thought that he shouldn't be there. So the table becomes a framework for understanding the ministry of Jesus. And if we walk through all the table episodes in the Gospel of Luke, we would find a diversity of themes that are discussed or embodied at those tables. For example, when Jesus feeds the 5,000 in Luke chapter 9, Jesus tells his disciple, feed them, which of course their puzzled look on their face, no doubt, but feed them. This is your mission. Your mission is to feed the people. And in this case, of course, deal with their hunger and isolation. Or at the table of the Pharisees in Luke chapter 14, it's a table about the parable of the invitation. Who do we invite to this table? Do we invite our friends and they say they can't come? Well, who do we invite? Well, we go and find people to invite. We go into all the different aspects of the culture, and we find the people who are not included, and we include them. We go out and we find the blind and the lame and the poor, and we bring them to our table. Or recognizing that at the table, it's not about whose honor this is or who has the best spot at the table. It's really about the kingdom of God. So one of the guests at the Pharisees' table says, blessed is the one, who comes into the kingdom of God. And Jesus sort of responds to that in Luke 14, saying, this doesn't look like the kingdom of God to me. Where are the poor? Where are the lame? Where are the blind? Where are the people who are excluded from this table?
Great video, right? So you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to see the rest of this video, head over to christian-studies.org, click on Video Courses, and then check out our entire video collection. And then subscribe for you or for your church to get access to all of our premium content.